has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Hello guys, Zueljin here, and welcome to Darkest Dungeon. So this is gonna be probably a playthrough that's gonna go on until I reach the end of the content. Right now, this game is in early access. It's a roguelike dungeon crawler type game. It's turn-based, and it's absolutely brutal. It's very merciless, but a really, really good game. I've been watching some great YouTubers play it, like Marbazier and Splattercat Gaming, and also Mathis Games, and finally Northern Lion, a bunch of my favorite YouTubers that do indie titles, and this came to my attention through their channels, so big shout outs to them. I'm gonna go ahead and start a campaign here. I've been keeping up quite a bit with the gameplay and a little how it goes, although I'm going to treat it as this is my kind of like my first impressions video and also episode 1 to this series. So click the letter to begin. Darkest. Let's see, the name of the campaign is gonna be called Zueljin's Campaign? No, let's call it Zueljin's Ride. We'll ride into it. Alright, we'll go ahead and press enter. And are you sure? No, we don't want to delete this. We want to enter it. There we go. Okay, so let's see this little monologue here. Oh, that was a wagon wheel.
Along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside.
Look at the art.
Leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places.
Tenebrous?
There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road. And on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors.
Ooh. Man, the art is crazy.
So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
And you thought I had a sick voice. This narrator is crazy, man. Like, I've never listened to it in headphones. It's like not my good headphones, at least my noise canceling headphones. So a lot of this game involves party management and money status effect management. It's really, really the story unfolds kind of as you go, and as y'all saw in the trailer, basically what happens is the old manor is been taken over by the forces of evil due to that gate, and we're gonna go in and try to recover some of the artifacts in the house. So this is going to be a tutorial. Map navigation. You are currently in a room. Okay. To move forth, click on another room on the map display. This will take you to the connecting hallway. Okay. So basically, if we go to this room here, we click there.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
While in the hallway, press D to move forward and A to move back. Okay, WASD kind of deal. If you prefer the mouse, you can click ahead or behind the party to move them. Well, that's cool. That means you can still hold your drink. All right.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
It doesn't look like a thug like I know him, like not like Tupac or Biggie Smalls. They're not. It's not a thug like that. God rest their souls. Combat is turn-based. On the hero's turn, click a skill icon and then click on the highlighted target. If you can't select a particular skill, it's because that hero needs to be standing in front of a spot. Wait, in a different spot, or there is no valid targets. Mouse over the skill to see the requirements. Alright, so we're on this hero. This is a highwayman. You can see that he has a few skills available. This one, you'll see that there's like dots right here. It's kind of hard for me to show you, but dots at there's 3 dots. That means he can use this specific shot in these 3 places of the party. There's 4 places of the party, 1, 2, and 3 and 4 that are now missing. So I'm in the second spot, meaning that I should be able to use pistol shot on either the second, the third, or the 4th target here, which there's no eligible targets. That's why this is grayed out. But open vein is eligible for me to use, and also grape shot blast. Grape shot blast is a ranged AoE attack. Take aim is a self buff. This is to move backwards or forwards in the party. Sometimes you get shuffled around, and naturally that can really affect your ability to battle. And open vein is a melee attack, and you'll see the stats below. Accuracy base is 85, which is basically the percentage chance to hit. The damage modifier is minus 15%, and its status effect is bleeds 2 points for 3 rounds. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open vein. We're gonna select this target. Bam! 7 points of damage. Alright, and if we highlight over this target, it'll show you too. This is a brigand cutthroat. It'll show his stats like dodge, speed, what species he is, because I think there's some racial modifiers that come into play here, and his different types of resist. Also, his hit points that he has left and his total. So he has 8 of 15 hit points, and you can tell the Bulwark of Fate is kind of like oh, Torch plus 5, it gives you light. This is your Radiant Light. This ability will actually add that, and you get different kinds of modifiers based on how the light level is, and torches are consumables. So it pays to use torch type abilities when you can, if you can. This also gives me 20% protection, but since this is just the tutorial, I'm probably just going to try to take down this guy. So accuracy base is 85 on stunning blow. Zealous accusation is like an AoE. It also gives a damage modifier, and smite is probably the best bet to go with just this one. So we're going to go ahead and attack him. Alright, so this guy has... Oh, the bleed killed him. That's perfect. I was about to show you the status effect. Now, rifling through the corpses reveals 250 gold, so you can either close or take all, and these are your inventory slots here. This is pretty much all you got. So you have to use this inventory slot for provisions and supplies to go on the actual adventures, and also for looting as you proceed through the areas. So you can click these 2 tabs to get back to your map if you like. These are also some stuff like their equipment. They have 2 slots available for like trinkets or accessories, the armor and the weapons. Naturally, you can upgrade these with some of the features that they have in town, and you can see all their statistics right here. This puts them like the Warrior of Light, keep God-fearing. This is kind of like their balance of I guess their disposition, and these are all the statistics. So let's go, let's continue. So we'll see what we got here. While exploring, you will often find interactive objects. Click or press W to investigate them. Take a look at this tent. Okay, so basically you press up, kind of like in a an action platform or whatever. And this is a brigand's tent. Clearly where the ambushes camp. Okay, so optional, drag an item here to use this object. So let's say this was an unholy altar or something and you had an item like holy water. You can actually use that to reduce the chance that you would get a negative status effect by checking this. So there's always potential traps or downfalls from checking loot, but there's also stuff that you can get. So we're going to go ahead and click check inside the tent. The brigands left valuables, so it'll show here
unchecked. There's much to be found in forgotten places.
I love the narrator. Jade, dull green rotting flesh, value 250 gold each. Great, and 100 gold. So we're going to go ahead and take all of that, and as you can see, they got updated in our inventory slots. By the way, this is your objective. This will be updated as you proceed through the various dungeons that you're in. And now we're actually in this room. We're going to go ahead and press W to interact with it, and we're in the room. So there's a chest and a fight.
Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Alright, so just to give you guys pretty much in all RPGs or all line-based, turn-based combat stuff, basically the ranged and glass cannons are always in the back, and the tanks or the meat shields are always in front, such as this case. Most of the time, your best bet is to take out the damage dealers in the back, because these guys will give status effects and usually do the most damage over time. So stuns, bleeds, poison, all that stuff, they'll do that, and also AoE attacks. And one large component that I didn't mention yet is stress. Stress is basically what sets this game apart from, well, not that stress is a unique mechanic by any stretch of the imagination, but this specific stress will cause you to have all kinds of modifiers and stuff, and a lot of the status effects that monsters will inflict on you is stress related. So we're going to go ahead and go through this battle. Let's see, pistol shot. I think pistol shot would be a good idea because we want to single target this guy down to as much as possible. He has range 25% resist to a bunch of different things like bleed, but this guy, we have pretty much an 80% chance to hit and a 10% chance to crit. So we'll go ahead and try to pistol shot this guy, and he dodged. That's not good at all. Now it's his turn. Blanket fire. That's an AoE, and we dodged too. Very good. Also, getting criticals on you will affect your party stress levels, and dishing out criticals onto the enemy will positively affect your stress levels. So let's go ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and do Zealous Accusation. This will hit both of them. Oh, actually, he takes up 2 spaces. I misread that. Rain of Whips. That was an AoE attack, and he put a bleed status on both of us. You could see that. They're going to take 1 damage for 3 rounds. Alright, so let's see. Pistol shot again. Yes, 7 damage. That's perfect. Blanket fire again. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. And punishment. Ouch. So as you can see, this game is pretty brutal. Let's see. Okay, so not gonna Zealous Accusation again. I think what I'm gonna do is... Can I hit the second guy? No, that means that I can pretty much only attack this guy with that. Bulwark of Faith. This gives me some torch and some self-protection. Stunning Blow. I can hit... So I can't... There's no way I can hit the second guy with this character right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and let's smite. Beautiful. 7 points. Okay. Blanket fire again. I knew it was coming. 3 and 1. Could have been worse. Everything runs red. Alright. Pistol shot again. Let's do this. 4 damage. He is almost down. He is very, very, very close. I'm going to go ahead and let's see if we can stun this guy. He has a 20... No, actually he has a 50% resistance to stun. So that wouldn't be a good idea. We're going to go ahead and smite 1 more time. 6 points of damage. Doing good so far. He's... little bit lower than 50% health here, and the next pistol shot should kill this brigand. Let's try it. Pistol shot, come on baby. Good hit.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Ouch, 11 points, and that wasn't even a crit. And as you can see, it had knockback. So this actually moved me in the back. Now, this will affect your abilities dramatically. Some things like this, for instance, I'm in the first or second space, so I could still hit in the first or second space. But you'll see some of these, like this Bulwark of Faith, I can only use this in the first or second, and I can only use this in the first or second. So if I was in the third slot, for instance, if we had multiple party members, more than 2, which we always will after this specific tutorial, and I get knocked into the third, I wouldn't be able to use any of these abilities. The only thing I could do is move, which would actually take my turn up. So we're gonna go ahead and smite one more time. And let's hope that the highwayman can do it. I can't heal you. I don't have any items to heal you. If we had food or something that would increase health, we could use it from this menu right here, but right now this isn't an option. We need to kill this brigand bloodletter right now. We'll try open vein. 85% chance to hit. Okay, 5 damage. And he's down to 1. We have 1 chance to do it, guys. Right here. Right now.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Awesome. And if you just saw that, that was 4 positive to my stress mark. So as you can see, we were at 10 starting this fight, and now we're at 6. Typically things could have gone a lot worse than that, so I'm pretty happy about that actually. 125 gold, 4 crests, and 2 food. So crests, and there's a few different things that count as artifacts, and all of these things are used to like upgrade stuff within your town in order to improve your characters and things of that nature. Something doesn't look quite right, so typically if I would have a key or something like that, I could probably get a better chance at opening this chest with no trap, but we're gonna open it anyway since we don't have it. It is trapped. Fool me once. So it gave me blight or poison, and apparently they didn't have anything else. But quest complete, click to exit the dungeon. So that was pretty much the tutorial. We did get 5,000 gold for reward, and also the stuff that we collected, and heirlooms. I kept calling them artifacts, but they're called heirlooms, and that's what we got. And these are the different types of heirlooms. They have busts, photos or portraits, think scrolls, and crests, and these are 4 crests. We'll go next, and you get XP resolve or resolve XP, and you can go up levels and stuff like that. And these are actually quirks that you'll open up as you level up and complete dungeons. And this basically gives you plus 20% stress resist in dungeon runes. You can also get negative modifiers here, and I'll talk more about that on how to take them off. But yeah, guys, this game, really exciting stuff. I've been keeping up a lot with it, and I'm thoroughly impressed.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Great. So I sense a little bit, I don't know if you guys ever played StarCraft, but they've got a little bit of that Protoss voicing. Okay, I'm in no shape to go back. Oh, that's sometimes they'll say messages based on their statistics and stuff. You can see this is the activity log. Now basically, every time you go into a dungeon, it passes a week, okay? And your phases are pretty much like this. You just saw a dungeon phase, and now we'll have a town phase, and it kind of marks that. Once you do all your preparations in town, spend the money that you want, treat your heroes for wounds and stress, then you can go back into the dungeon. A week will pass, and this activity log will come by, and it'll show you everything that you did, recruiting new heroes, buying items and unlocking weapons and things of that nature. Quest goals: defeat the apprentice necromancer, defeat the swine prince, defeat the wizened hag, defeat the necromancer, defeat the swine king, the hag, the necromancer lord, the swine god, and the hag witch. So those are a bunch of bosses that we'll have within the dungeons upcoming. The Rostel goals, all of these things, raise a lever. So these are kind of like achievements to get, and that's based on the current content that is available. So we'll go ahead and exit this, and this is the town menu. Get help where you may. On any screen in the game, press and hold H to see a contextual help menu for controls in that mode. Try it in town, exploring, fighting, camping, and more. So, for instance, this graveyard, we can hold H on here, and it's going to tell you what you can do to it. Right-click on a hero in the roster to inspect their detailed character sheet. They could be renamed or dismissed permanently from there. So this is a great place to find new heroes. Or the fallen
Most
heroes,
will end
actually.
up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
And this is the Nomad Wagon. Complete more quests to unlock. So this isn't available yet. But as you can see, this is the stagecoach. And this is where you recruit new heroes. So currently,
Women
we only
and
have 2
men,
heroes.
Soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So you'll need to recruit these 2 heroes to fill out the party of 4, drag and drop them into your roster. While you're here, spend some of your starting resources upgrading the stagecoach network. This will increase the number of heroes available here in the future. To upgrade, click the plus symbol. Alright, so basically this will allow me to upgrade the stagecoach, and this will show what it takes to upgrade these things. So these are my starting items. These are 10, 10, 10, and 24 crests, and you can see I can upgrade this, and this would give me an increased number of recruits available for hire. The change will take effect after you return from your next quest and increases the size of the hero roster. So there's a few different things we could do there. I think the best bet to get us a good strong party starting off is going to be to upgrade these immediately.
Great heroes can be found even here.
So now you
Mud
can see
and rain.
so now you can see that we only have 2 deeds left. So this is going to restrict us from maybe upgrading something else that we want to upgrade. We're going to go ahead and take these heroes
What
in.
better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
And I think it's time to name some characters. So by far, I really love the Highwayman. And Dismas isn't exactly let's see. Dismas, I can right-click, by the way, to access those characters. Dismas isn't exactly a name that I'm fond of. I don't know what it is, but you can rename hero, and I'm going to rename this guy to Zueljin. So this is going to be me. Hopefully I don't die. Okay, so we'll go ahead and rename him. And we can look at his stats, and as you can see, there's like some different things that you can get to unlock different skills, and there's also camping skills. We'll talk more about that when we go to a dungeon that actually requires that. Okay, so let's see. So we have Zueljin already. Now we need a female. Let's see. We do have it. Her name is Shortress. That's kind of weird. I don't want Shortress for a healer. Let's see. I think I'm going to select... actually, you know what? I think I am going to name her after my wife, Tracy. So Tracy is going to be our healer. And as we go, I'm going to name this after some of my friends that I do YouTube with, and all my friends on the internet as well. So it should be fun. I'll come into contact with a lot of heroes, so this is good. Okay, let's see. So, man, I don't really know what this is. Let's see. This is a plague doctor. So plague doctors, slayer of beast and unyielding, faithless, will not pray or flagellate for stress relief. So he doesn't fart or pray. That's kind of weird. So let's see, what can we name this? He kind of looks like a bird. I don't know of anybody that really looks like a bird. Let me think about this for a second. You know, I thought about this for a while, and I really don't have any friends that reminds me of this, so I'm just gonna give him a fun name. We're gonna call him Dr. Feelbad, since he's a plague doctor, you know? Dr. We'll put a period in there too. Feelbad, as opposed to Dr. Feelgood. Okay, boom. And now we have Reynold, which is the only guy I can think of that I can name this guy after is going to be my good friend Drax, because he's always like the meat shield in our groups. Trax. Good friend Drax. Okay. So boom, now I got everything set, and all of these guys have different skills and stuff. So when you go to embark, it's actually going to allow you to put together quests. Put together a lineup, arrange your party members, and take on a quest. Let's just look a little bit around town here if we can select anything. The sanitarium, complete more quests to unlock. complete more quests to unlock. All of these require quests to unlock, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit more. When you click on it, it doesn't let you in naturally, so we're gonna have to go on one run. Let's go ahead and embark.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
So let's see here. So we have a few places that we can go. When you click on these, you'll see that some of them are locked, and this one is available right now. So this is our first quest. It shows clear a path to the boss. So basically you can get crests and busts from here. It shows the progress because you can leave and come back if you wish to, like, go away with the mission or whatever. Let's see, if we click on it, what does it say? Goals. This is a short. It's apprentice level 1. Complete 100% of room battles. So that means every battle in a room we have to complete, which is pretty self-explanatory, but there's different goals, like exploration goals, for instance, or boss kill goals. So we'll go ahead and attempt to do this one. Let's put Drax up front, and naturally you would think almost left to right, but it's not exactly like that. We'll go with Zueljin, then we'll go with Dr. Feelbad, and in the back we'll do Tracy. Now you can right click on any of these people at once. You see how they have preferred position and the preferred targets? That's basically what we can do. Her heals are Divine Grace. This is a single target heal. This is Dazzling Light, which gives some stun and also some torch. This is a party heal for 1 to 2, and this is like a melee attack. And she could do that, almost all of these, in the 3rd or the 4th slot. All of her heals can be the 3rd or the 4th slot. She can also do the party heal from the 2nd slot, but only the melee attack from the 1st. So we're definitely not going to put her in 1st. If we take a look at Dr. Feelbad, some of his skills are all pretty much in the rear attack. He's got the last 3 slots that he could do: Nauseous Blast, Plague Grenade. I almost said Plaque Grenade. Like, I'm gonna dirty your teeth, sucker. Incision, which is a melee attack that he can do from the front 3. So a 3rd slot would probably be the best for him. And this is also Disorienting Blast he could do from any position. So this is definitely going to be really good to have him in the 3rd spot. I think this pretty much works. Now, if we go to provision, it's going to allow us to buy stuff.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
He's so morbid. You'll want to take different supplies depending on what region you are going to, how long the quest is, and your own preference, but always bring some food and torches. First, your short quest, try bringing at least 8 food and 4 torches. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring 8 food. Let's see here. This is food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And how much did he say? 4 torches? We'll go ahead and bring 8 torches. No, we'll bring 4 torches. There we go. 8 food, 4 torches. It should be relatively short. And I think I should bring a shovel as well. Shovels help you knock out debris. Kind of like if you ever saw my playthrough of this war of mine. They had like debris and you could break it through faster with the shovel. That's what we're going to do. These are some of the items that you can use, like medicinal herbs. They have skeleton keys, anti-venoms, holy waters, torches, bandages. This will stop bleeding, stuff like that. We're gonna go ahead and go with the recommended amount of stuff plus 1 shovel, and let's hit embark. And it looks like I'm running out of time for this episode. Guys, I hope y'all really enjoyed this first introduction video for this series. Next time we come back, we'll go through the dungeon. I'll show you some more features in town, and we'll see what happens to our noble heroes. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.